Hey, what's going on, pimp? It's Jason Capital here. You know, so often I get questions from guys on Instagram a lot. And hit the link below and follow me on Instagram. Connect with me there if you're not, because I reply to basically every question I get. But I get DMs all the time from guys who are saying, how did you make your first 20 grand? That's all they want to know. I'm like, I could teach you the secret to everlasting happiness, to seduce any girl that you want, to have amazing relationships, to be financially free, to make millions of dollars. And they, no, fuck that, Jason. I don't give a shit about that. Like, you keep your happiness and your joy away from me. I just want to know how to make 20 grand. That's it. So let's talk about that. All right, let's talk about making 20 grand. So here's what happened. All right, I was 20 years old. I was at Michigan State University. It was my fourth college in 4 years. School just wasn't for me. The school system it's not for certain people. It's not for free thinking people. It's not for rebels. All right, and if you vibe with anything I do, you're probably a rebellious person too. You probably already know that. In fact, there's probably a part of you that doesn't even like the fact that I'm like, you're a rebellious person, because a rebellious person would be like, don't tell me who I am. I'm gonna decide who the fuck I am. I am a rebellious person, so fuck you calling me a rebel. I am a rebel, but you didn't have to tell me I was a rebel. I already knew I was a rebel. Does that make sense? I don't know, but let's stay focused, all right? Don't get me off track. I'm 20. I go to an internet marketing conference. Okay, there's your first lesson, by the way. You probably hear about opportunities to go to conferences and seminars a lot, and you probably don't go because you haven't recognized the value of them yet. Well, anyone who's been to one of our events, one of our summits, our high status summits, they can tell you, just shut the fuck up and go. That's what they will literally tell you, because these events are life-changing. Not for the information you get from the stage is fantastic, but it's the people you connect with. It's the new friends you make, the new business partners you have. Their mindsets become your mindsets. Their better frames become your better frames. Their better strategies become your better strategies, and that's exactly what happened. While I was there, I'm 20, there was a dude who was 27, and everyone kind of like buzzing about him because he just made $1 million in like 6 months. Like 6 months ago, he was waking up at 6 a.m. teaching gym class, teaching middle schoolers gym, literally. And then he figured this online marketing thing out, and in less than 6 months, he was a millionaire just selling ebooks. This is like 2010, 2009. His name was Joel Marion. All right, and everyone's buzzing about him, and I knew some stuff about game and social stuff, so I knew how to present myself. Everyone there was like trying to like suck up to him, and I know high status people don't like that, and I could see that they were being very repellent to him. And I knew how to approach high status people because this is something I'd already started working on then. So me and him became really close, really instantly. In fact, he took me out to dinner that first time we went to Payway, and I swear to God, this guy, man, he ate 5 entrees. I'm not kidding. I was smaller back then, so it was like they looked big to me. I was just eyes open, like, what? Like, where is this food going, Joel? Where does it go, man? I want to know. But anyways, we're talking, okay? And I'm telling him that I'm trying to do this product launch online, and I'm trying to recruit affiliates, but they're not responding to me. What should I do? And here's where the big secret's gonna come about making that 20K, all right? He goes, oh, well, obviously one, affiliates are super important at that time because I wasn't like buying traffic. I didn't know how to do that. And he goes, here's what you need to do. And he told me what I need to do, and I did it. And just like that, the affiliates responded to me, they promoted to me, and I went from 0 to 20K in that first week, that first time I launched the product on the internet. All right, and I was just, it was the most freeing feeling. All right, I want everyone to have it. So when guys hit me up on Instagram, they're like, Jason, just tell me how to make the fucking 20 grand. Like, I get it. Part of me is like, that's a really shallow goal, and then the other part is like, no, I totally fucking get it. Like, the minute I did that, I bought a drop top, I put the windows down, I'm blasting music, riding through campus, looking at all these fucking people who are stuck at school, and I know they're stuck in a life of just mediocrity and silent desperation for the rest of their days because they're afraid to bet on themselves and take action and lean into their edges and have a high status destiny and do the opposite of what everyone tells them to do and break social norms and let people down who have expectations for you that you don't want for yourself. Like, I was down with that, they were not. I got it, all right? So anyways, on a lot of channels, they might tell you that story, and then and to figure out the secret that Joel told me, just click the link and buy the product, and then you'll learn the secret to getting affiliate. No, okay? This is why you roll with Jason Capital. This is why you roll with Team Capital. Because I'm going to tell you exactly what he said right here so you can use it too, and then I'm going to get to the point, and there's one final thing, and then I got to go to yoga class, all right? So check this out. Here's what he said. He goes, so I would email the affiliate, and they don't respond. Now, I'm like, it's like double texting. Like, you shouldn't text a girl or someone like twice in a row if they don't respond, should you? Like, what's that rule there? And of course you can break those rules, right? And he goes, no, here's all you need to do. Follow up with them again a second time, and all you say is, hey, by the way, I totally forgot in that first email I said we were going to pay you 75% commissions, but we actually just updated it, and now we're going to pay you 90% commissions. So just let me know when you're ready, and I'll get you set up with your affiliate link, and we'll get started helping people. And that's it. Okay, in a time where I was thinking, oh, is there some psychological technique I need to like use or do something to get them to respond? He was like, just offer more value. Go from a 75% commission to a 90% commission, and they all came back to me. All right, and it's a win-win. I get what I wanted, and they get paid even more. Right, it works on both sides. Now, here's the real lesson. All right, that's like the little secret to getting affiliates. It's one of them. There's like 14 of them, but the real secret is not that. The real secret is this. It's modeling, okay? Now, you've heard modeling. Maybe you've heard Tony Robbins talk about it. Maybe you've heard about it in some type of NLP circles. A lot of NLP people use it. People who don't know anything about NLP still say the term modeling. And what they really mean is just copying what other people are doing. But what are other people doing? Those are strategies. It means copying other people's strategies, modeling other people's strategies. But oftentimes, it's hard to know what are their strategies, okay? And this is why having coaches are so freaking important. I don't know how you are going to get the life you want, become the man you want, do the things you want, date the girls you want, make the money you want, go to the places you want without a coach. I don't know how you're going to do it, all right? Being self-taught is so freaking important, but you need a mentor. You need a coach. It can't happen without it. I've had coaches my whole life. I have multiple coaches right now. It's always a growth process. There's always coaching. And coaches help you see the strategies. They often give you the strategies. At Payway in New Jersey at that dinner, Joel gave me a strategy. All right? It's modeling. If you want to model someone consistently, it's just get a whole bunch of their strategies in one thing, and then tell your brain to shut the fuck up when it tells you you shouldn't do this or you can't do this or it works for them but it won't work for you. Those are all bullshit excuses to keep you limited and living underneath that glass ceiling of mediocrity and bullshit, and break through that shit and then just set your ego to the side and act out their strategies, right? If Joel had given me that strategy and I've been like, man, that seems a little manipulative. I don't know if I could do that. Joel could do that, but I can't do that. That would have been a bullshit excuse my ego was giving me. Some locked-in, fixed mindset, some locked-in, fixed self-image that I can't do it, but he can, and that's bullshit. You can do it. You want to know what I do? You can do what I do. You can do, anyone you look up to, you can do what they do. The only difference is that they don't have a voice. No, I'm not even going to say that. They might even have a voice telling them that they can't do it or they shouldn't do it. The difference is that they do. Action is what makes the difference in the world. Look at anyone successful, look at any achievement of all time, and you will see it was not fueled by thought, it was not fueled by hope, it was not fueled by writing it down, it was fueled by action. I don't know why I fist when I say action, but I'm action, all right? And one of the ways to get someone's strategy is this, okay? Interpretation and response. Those are the only two things you can really control in your world. Your interpretation of something and your response to it. That's it. So my interpretation of affiliate not getting back to me was they don't want to work with me. So my response is, I don't know what to do. Well, Joel's interpretation of affiliate not getting back to him is, oh, they just, they didn't hear the right message yet. So his response is, I need to craft the right message, the right incentive structure, and put that in front of them, and that will get the job done, right? Now, that was his interpretation and response. It was much better than my interpretation and response at the time, and it became my interpretation and my response as a result of me modeling him. Does that make sense? Are you getting this? I really hope you are. This is so goddamn important for you. All right? I was out and about earlier today in Newport Beach, and there's just, it's everywhere. There's so many guys who are, like, you gotta understand, dude, we are not winning right now as men. Okay, the social deals that we have with the world are bullshit. We're getting walked all over. We're freaking doormats. We're getting taken advantage of everywhere. Okay? It's time. It's freaking time. You start living the fucking life you want. It's time you reclaim your power. It's time you become the man you want for yourself and for the people that you care about. All right? You're going to be high status. You're going to be so freaking proud of the man that you become as you start taking action now. You're going to be so proud of us. You're going to be so proud of the people around you because they're going to be lifted up by the light that you illuminate from within as a high status motherfucker. All right? YouTube doesn't like when I say fucker, so fuck it. All right? Now, it reminds me of a quote, all right? Charlie Munger, billionaire partner of Warren Buffett, one of the greatest quotes of all time. 3 words. Only a man as brilliant as Munger can say something this brilliant. He goes, the secret to success, the secret to life is simply this. Repeat what works. How easy. Repeat what works. What's working in your life? Who do you see around you that has shit working for them in the area that you want to get better at? Maybe it's getting a six-pack. Maybe it's making $1 million. Maybe it's making 20K. Maybe it's getting 50K followers on Instagram. Maybe it's getting a residency at a local club. Maybe it's dating a girl or getting some girl's number or taking some girl home that you want. Who is doing those things already? How can you model their interpretation and their response so you can repeat what works? Click. All right? Makes sense? I really, I know I'm being kind of facetious right now, but I really hope you get this, because if there's a voice in your head going off right now saying that you can't do it, or whatever excuses it's coming up with, I want you to know it's fucking crushing you, okay? And it's not real. It's not real at all. In fact, it gets silencer. It becomes more and more silent the more action you take. It becomes more and more silent to a point where it almost disappears, and it's like it's gone forever as you keep taking action and modeling the best people on the planet, interpretation and response. All right, now if you want to model someone's interpretation and response to learn how to make $5,000 to $25,000 from your cell phone, look at that segue, all right, then you want to model Dan Locke's, okay, his methodology, his interpretation and response, his strategy to make $5,000 to $25,000 a month just using your cell phone, all right? And he's going to be teaching it on the live webinar that I've been talking about here on YouTube and on Instagram. It's in 2 days now. Okay, so you can click the link below, and it's going to take you to the registration page for this live webinar where myself and Dan Locke are going to be live Tuesday night teaching you, going over his strategies, how you can use your phone to make $5,000 to $25,000 a month to make what he calls FU money. All right, I like that phrase. I've heard it before. It's a New York thing, right? Talking about FU money, how to make that FU money just from your cell phone. So he's going to show you how he interprets life, how he interprets business deals and getting clients and things like that, and his responses, how to close them, what to say, what to do, how you can do it even if you don't have a business, even if you have nothing to sell. In fact, for some of the top people on this webinar, I'm going to be hiring them myself, and he's going to be hiring some himself, and we're going to be feeding them clients so they can start making the money right away. All right, it's going to be kick-ass. In fact, I don't even know if I should be promoting this because I don't know how many people we've had register for the webinar. It's more than 1,000. The webinar can only hold 1,000. So if as you register, you'll get a confirmation email and you'll see what time it starts. When it starts, you got to make sure you get there right away. In fact, it's probably better if you get there before it starts, because it's the first 1,000 people on the webinar get on. So if you're like, person 1,018 who tries to get on or whatever, and you go to the page, it will block you from getting into the room, and I don't want that to happen for you. All right, so use that link below, register for the webinar, and me and Dan Locke will see you there. And just please remember what I said today. Please, don't let this one pass you by. Don't let this become a video that you like and you comment on and you're like, cool, and then you go back to doing whatever the fuck you were doing. It's time we make a fucking change, all right? We as men are now winning right now, and this shit's over with. I'm fucking done. We're fucking reclaiming the power, the honor, the freedom, the respect. We're making real goddamn change, and it starts with us and our actions and our high status mindsets. And on that note, I'm gonna go hit this yoga class. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you later, man. Peace.